Well, thanks a lot, Paul. Craig certainly will have a lot of insight for us today, as he is the national FCS editor at Stats Perform. And of course, when you mention Stats Perform, the first thing that comes to my mind, at least, are the FCS Legacy Awards, the Peyton Award, the Buchanan Award, the Rice Award, the Robinson Awards, and they go to the elite in the football championship subdivision. And Craig is here to tell us about that program.
Well, thank you, Ralph. And you know, the Peyton and Robinson Awards are in their 35th season already. Incredible. And obviously, you know, Julius Chestnut was third in the voting in the spring season. I mean, he's just one of my favorite players of all time, to be honest with you, watching him week to week. And, you know, this week is when we're going to announce our watch list for the Peyton and for the Buchanan, our defensive player. Obviously, you know, Julius is a slam dunk for that award, you know, being on that watch list going into this season. You know, Titus Leo from Wagner, it was on our Buchanan finalist list. You know, he'll be returning. And you know, Trey Jones, I think we were taking a deep look at him for the Buchanan watch list at Central Connecticut State. You know, it's just a lot of talent nationwide. But, you know, the NEC represents well.
You mentioned the other awards that Stats Perform sponsors. Where can the folks find the information on all of these awards watch list? And I know there's also a weekly top 25 poll. Where can people find this information, Craig?
Sure. All of our coverage, and it's year round, Ralph. It's for Stats Performance. We've actually switched websites earlier this year. We're on the analyst.com, which is part of Stats Perform as a company. You know, again, the coverage, you know, is year round. You know, next week, you know, the August 9th is when we release our preseason top 25, and it's the national media poll. So that's when the preseason poll will be out. And then during the season, beginning on Labor Day, it's a weekly top 25. You know, the NEC has really done well in recent years. I mean, you know, look at 2019 Central Connecticut State, the last 8 weeks of the poll, they were in there, and which might be a record for the NEC. I haven't verified that, but, you know, Duquesne, after that, you know, big win at Towson in the 2018 playoffs, they finished 21 in the final 2018 poll. So, you know, NEC has got some terrific teams. It's going to be a great race. And I'm not even mentioning Sacred Heart, you know, led by Julius Chestnut, you know, so there's going to be some contenders for the awards and for the top 25.
And of course, Sacred Heart finished in the final top 25 this past spring after they had a great, strong showing at CAA member Delaware. So they were in the poll as well, as you mentioned. But Craig, it's always great to catch up with you. It's always a pleasure to read your work over at theanalyst.com. Craig Haley from Stats Perform, thanks a lot for joining us on NEC Football Social Media Day. Now we send it back to Paul.